Hello. As we enter our Shabbat, like we do each week, we are really hoping and praying for as much shalom as we possibly can bring into this Shabbat every single week. Now, 140 days into this war with Hamas, with so many still held captive and so much work for Israel and the IDF still remaining. I'm hoping that our support and our love and our commitment and our checking in is not waning in any way. And I hope that we are still checking the news and reading the news and supporting Israel in the many ways that we possibly can. We do move this week into the Torah portion of Tetzaveh in the book of Exodus, in the book of Shemot, and it is the story, as you can see behind me, of the particular dress, the things that the high priest had to wear, the dress of the high priest, not like the skirt or dress, but what the high priest had to wear when rituals were to be done. And it's interesting because the Torah goes into an incredible amount of detail. I mean, the Torah, which doesn't waste words at all, spends a lot of time trying to calculate exactly with great detail from God to Moses to Aaron's children, eventually what they will wear. And so this is the garb. This is the wear that Aaron should wear. And you can see it includes this sort of like a smock of some kind. There's definitely a sash or a belt, as you can see. There's the breastplate and the ephod, these pieces that hold the gemstones that represent the 12 tribes, and the certain pants you can sort of see on the bottom, the particular pants he has to be wearing, and the shirt covering, and all these details about what Aaron has to wear when he engages in particular rituals. So my question for us is, why does the Torah go into so much detail about this? Why does the Torah go into so much detail about what to wear? Why can't it just say the garb of the high priest? And I think it's interesting because it gives us this detail because it's clearly important for us to think about it. Ritually, what makes him different than everyone else? What makes him stand out from other people is maybe what he's wearing. And it's similar to us. It's similar for us to think of the things that we wear that make us feel a little bit different, that have to do with uniforms, as simple as something like you can tell that they're a police uniform, a firefighter's uniform, and so on and so forth. There are certain items that a nurse wears or a doctor wears. There are ritual items that certain types of clergy wear: Jewish, Christian, Muslim clergy, everyone wearing certain different items. And the garb kind of changes maybe our feeling and who we are. We certainly feel differently when we're wearing shorts or a t-shirt or sweatpants on our couch versus if we're dressed up in a suit or a tuxedo or a fancy dress when we go somewhere. And so I want us to just examine that. And lastly, by the way, if you open the Ark doors and you look at the Torah, the closest thing we have to what Aaron was wearing is actually how the Torah is dressed. So your homework, by the way, is to come to services, particularly on a Shabbat morning or a Chag or a holiday, and for us to examine the connections between what Aaron is wearing in this week's Torah portion and what our Torah looks like. So on the Shabbat, I ask all of us to elevate and think about what we wear and maybe how it makes us feel on the Shabbat. And particularly, I hope that however you are celebrating Shabbat, whatever you're wearing will maybe enhance that for all of us. Services are not that far from now. They're at 6:30 as usual. We have the wonderful and famous and incredible Dan Nichols here tonight. So hopefully you'll come and join us for services. And then tomorrow, our service and Torah study is usually at 8:30. It is at 9 a.m. tomorrow, not 8:30, 9 a.m. tomorrow. And Dan Nichols will be with us again, and he will be helping to lead our service in a sort of special kind of way. And also, if you can make it after the service in person, then we're going to have a special teaching with him also in the afternoon. And so we look forward to seeing you for Shabbat services. We look forward to seeing you to be able to welcome Dan Nichols. And we continue to put as much shalom as we possibly can into our Shabbat.